Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to episode... I had it and I forgot the number I was on. Okay.
91.
I know, I forgot it. I was thinking 191. Then I was like, no, that's not that. We're not that high.
No, man.
Well, I'd like to do a count. I'm going to do a count how many episodes you and I have done together.
All right.
Because we probably crush everybody. You know what I mean? Like, we got so many that we've done. It's like, what, 4 years? 4 years of podcasting together? It's a long time, man. I don't know how you put up with me that long.
Well,
don't say nothing. Don't say, don't even go there. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to episode 91 of Nintendo Talk. I am Bobby, the Nintendo Guru, joined by my best friend in all the land, Mr. Toby Thornton. What is up, Toby?
What's up, Bobby? How you doing today?
Hey.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah? You feeling yourself?
What's the thing you used to say?
What?
What's up? Or how you doing, Bobby? Good to see you. Good to see you. See you good. Something like that. Some crazy.
Oh.
Remember you did that a couple times? I was like, what the hell did he
Nice to see you, to see you. To see you, to see you, nice.
That's it. That's it. How you been, man? How you doing?
Yeah, it's been all right.
Why am I all upbeat and you're just like, oh, okay, whatever. You woke me up. You got me out of bed to do this. Like, whatever.
Dude.
And you've been up since, like, whatever.
Actually, I did get up early today. Like, probably like 4:45, maybe?
Funny thing is, you were getting up.
6.
You were getting up and I was going to bed.
Yeah.
I went to bed at like 1 o'clock last night, something like that.
Yeah, you naughty boy.
No, I've been playing Dragon Quest Builders. We'll do that at the end. We'll get into that at the end. But it's okay. Anyway, a couple things that I want to talk about before we kind of get into the show.
What? Okay.
Well, there's some stuff I want to get out of the way. There's some,
just derailing, you know.
It's not really derailing. There's some discrepancies that are going on right now, and I want to kind of clear the air.
Discrepancies.
I just want to get like. People have brought things to my attention about you saying some things, and I just want to make sure that we're clear. And I'd rather do it on the air than not on the air.
Okay, all right. Jesus.
Apparently, I was told that you are the worst Mario player in the world.
Oh,
and that I was supposed to bring that up because the fact that like you touted last week at how wonderful you were, and you had the world record on my Pipe World, and apparently you don't have that no more.
No.
I mean, if people go and they look, it says Toby.
It says my name, but that wasn't me that did that.
Exactly, and that's what I just wanted to get to.
I put the challenge out there, and the challenge was accepted.
Yeah, and the challenge, and you got smoked.
Not really smoked. I'd say
the fact that he just walked in the door, a PlayStation player just walks in the door and trounces you.
Bobby, you don't realise that me and Mike combined have probably played your level 1,000 times.
That's amazing. Right? I love it. Which level are we talking about? The first one?
Pipe World 1-1.
Okay,
right?
okay.
So you've got nearly 2,000 attempts on that, and I reckon 1,000 of that is me and Mike. So we both know your level inside out. Like,
that's amazing.
Every minute movement we've nailed, right?
So I need to make a speedrun level, is what you're telling me.
Well,
because the new level I made, it's a new level, but it's not that easy to like speedrun it.
Yeah, exactly, because coin collecting and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I put a challenge out, and Mike came round, and we were playing it, and I was rubbing it in his face, and he was like, all right. So he was like driven to beat it, and he did beat it, but he beat it by 0.043 seconds. Ooh. So we're not talking about a dramatic
here's the thing,
bit of time. This is like 1 frame quicker than me.
Yeah, but
basically.
Here's the thing. He trounces you because of the fact that like
does not trounce
that number is so low that it's just, and here's why.
Yeah, so
and this is why I say that he trounced you. Because I guarantee you, after he left, you probably dropped another hour into trying to beat
Yes, yes, I did.
Trying to beat that level.
And you know what? I'm going to get scientific, man, right? Mm. So I'm going to have to, because at the start of your level, there's a bit with Goombas and a couple of blocks, and I'm going to have to record myself doing that in all the different combinations that you can do it, so I can overlay them and see if any of them are one frame quicker.
Oh my god!
Like this is how crazy this has got, Bobby. Right? Because we are so tuned into your level that it is all about those micro movements.
That's amazing.
So if I want to beat Mike's time, then I'm going to have to overlay videos, zoom in, look at pixels. It's gotten that crazy. So. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I mean,
I love it.
Fair play to him, but it might not be beatable. We'll have to see. But I'm going to keep trying.
I just feel like Drummy is the best. I've told you this before. I love Mike Drummy.
Hang on a minute. When I beat Mike's score by over a second last time...
Yeah.
Well, it might not have been a whole second, maybe half a second,
okay,
but...
whatever.
You didn't say that about me, did you? You didn't say, oh, you're the best Mario Maker player, did you?
Well, because I didn't really truly feel it in my heart of hearts. I felt like eventually Mike was going to come overtake you.
All right, so he beats my time by not even half a second, not even 1/100th of a second. Mm-hmm. And suddenly he's the best player in the world.
Well, because here's the thing, okay? It's like... Okay, I'm going to use an analogy you might not understand, okay? So, back in Major League Baseball, there was a single season home run record, right? And that record stood for 40, 40 years, something like that. And nobody thought that anybody would be able to break it, right? Babe Ruth set the record. And then here comes Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris, and both of them almost break it, right? Mm-hmm. And Babe Ruth had 60 home runs, and they hit 61. And then people started to break it down and look at it like, well, Maris did it. It took longer game for Maris, so he's really not the true home run record. And then, fast forward another 30, 40 years, and here comes Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa. And they both go, right? And they don't both only beat the 61. They almost get to 70. Mark McGwire gets to 70. And people are like, oh my God, like, this is amazing. Like, this will never happen again. And then a couple years later, here comes Barry Bonds, who hits like 74 or something like that. So it's like, it's not, the feat of what Barry Bonds did wasn't as dramatic because we had just seen it happen a few years before. So it's like, yes, you beat Drummy the second time, but he set the tone before. So once he set that high standard, it was almost like yours didn't matter.
Bobby, are you for real right now?
Are you for real? I'm just laying it out for you, man.
We're not talking years apart. We're talking, I beat him an hour after he left
An hour is a lifetime to some people. I'm just telling you. In dog years, that's like 40 years that you just did.
I'm gripping the side of my chair right now. You're getting riled up.
And Mike's laughing so hard right now.
He is. He's already laughing. You know what? He's going to regret it. I've got something planned, okay?
He messaged me. It was like yesterday he messaged me and told me. He's like, I'm going to read you what he said because this is funny.
Oh, I know. He sent me a screenshot.
Oh, did he? Did he? Well, I'm going to read it for the people then. How about that?
Okay.
Because I'm sure they're sitting there going like, what caused all this? What was the root of all this? And Mike texted me and he said, "Young Squire, I must inform you that Toby is not very good at Mario Maker. I currently hold the record time for your Pipe World level and it is killing him inside. Therefore, I implore you to belittle him as much as possible. Mucho gracias, por favor." So that was what this was all about. I needed to live up to my promise to a good friend of mine, Michael Drummy. And
yeah, you certainly lived up to that, Bobby.
You know, because here's the thing. Last week, we all played Fortnite together, right? And, you know, you and Alex just kind of do your own thing. And you don't respect me in any manner whatsoever. And
no, why would we?
And Mike was like, hey, I'm sticking with Bobby because Bobby knows what's going on with this game. And you two idiots are running down next to people and getting taken out. And I'm
no, not necessarily.
Yeah, I outlasted both of you guys.
No, there were plenty of games where I was the last person standing. I don't know if you remember that.
Maybe one.
you want to hear a story about Mike?
This is the Mike Drumming show now. Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah. So after Mike left my house yesterday, after he set that fabulous Mario Maker time, he left, and I started feeding the dogs. Like 2 minutes later, there's a little tap, tap, tap on my door. I'm like, oh, here we go. What's going on? So I go and open my front door. Mike's standing there, all sheepish. He's like, I left my lights on and my car battery's dead on my driveway. Oh, poor Mike.
Is this you trying to make Mike
stranded.
Look stupid?
Mike was stranded on my driveway. And you know what? I didn't have my car there, so I couldn't help him out. My car, Karina had the car.
Yeah.
So he had to call the father-in-law for rescue.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're trying to belittle my friend, and I don't appreciate it.
Look,
I don't appreciate you attacking Michael Drummond.
What I'm saying is that he's like trying to rub it in my face when he's the guy who's leaving his car lights on and running his battery down.
So here's the question, and this will be the final question before we start off. Does him leaving the battery on make him a lesser Mario Maker player than you? I don't think so.
Yes,
I think it still shows he's a dominant player who devastated your life, and now you are, screwed. And the thing is, inside, you're like, I just want to stop podcasting right now because I want to go beat this record to get it off of my... Yeah. It's going to kill you to the end of time. And I love every second of it. So anyway, Toby, let's kick this episode off like we do each and every episode with our Geek Outs. Okay, then. Somebody's a little salty. Okay, so I'll go first. I'm geeking out about a couple of things here, man. Comic-Con has been going on, and there is all kinds of things coming out right now that's got me hyped up. But the first thing I want to do is, the first geek out I have is I've been watching Veronica Mars on Hulu. Mm-hmm. And I told you about this show a couple weeks ago. And
you did.
Oh, my God. This new season, it's only 8 episodes long, which upsets me a little bit, but whatever, I don't care. Dude, it is so good. Like, it's got me hooked in hardcore. I'm loving every second of it, man. Really good show. Really good show. So that's
sweet.
That's where I'm at this point. But I've watched 4 episodes so far, so I got 4 more to go.
Yeah.
I'll probably finish it this weekend, and then my life will be misery for the next 6 months until they determine they're going to do. I don't even know if they've announced that they're going to pick it up for season 5, but I hope so. I hope so.
I searched for it over here and it's not available anywhere. So.
That sucks. That's a shame because I think you would love it. Seriously, it's a really good show. Anyway, before I get into some other stuff, what are you geeking out
about? I don't know. In a similar way, I guess I'm geeking out about the Witcher TV series trailer.
Oh, yeah.
That came out at Comic-Con.
I love Henry Cavill.
Yes, yeah. He's actually... I thought he's a good cast for that, but he's not quite gritty enough in the face.
Yeah.
Like, there's some shots in it where he's a bit baby-faced, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas in the games, I feel like he looks a bit more haggard.
Yeah, Geralt is like, yeah.
Yeah, Geralt.
Yeah, I really love Henry Cavill. I loved him as Superman. I really wanted him to be the next James Bond. I thought that he would make a fantastic James Bond. He was up for the role a couple times.
Really?
I don't know if you know. Yeah. When Daniel Craig got cast, he was going against Daniel Craig in the casting, and then he didn't get that, but then they cast him in Superman.
Okay.
So I think he's a good actor, man. He was in that. Wasn't he in one of the Mission Impossibles, the last Mission Impossible? Or the one before it?
I don't know.
If
maybe.
you go back and look, he was a villain. He was one of the villains.
Yeah.
It's good, man. He's so good. He's gorgeous, man. Gorgeous, man.
He looks very weird though. Was it in Superman where they
that was because that's not his fault. That was
I know.
Yeah, he basically went off to do another movie.
CG thing.
He went off to do another movie. I think it was. I thought it was. Maybe it was the Mission Impossible movie or whatever. I forget. It was an action movie he was doing, but he had a mustache, and Warner Brothers needed to come back to do some reshoots. And he was like, I can't shave my mustache. I'm in the middle of a movie. So
You know what? I think it would have looked more realistic if they shaved his mustache for the Superman film.
Yeah.
And they had a stick-on mustache for the other film. Like that probably would have looked better. Like,
possibly. It was a beginning of the movie. It didn't really. I don't know. Whatever. That's neither nor there. Here's something that I don't know if you know this. I thought I read this yesterday, and I thought if this is true, and it is because Todd Oxter posted it. Dude, Walking Dead's moving to movies. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw on the Lad Bible on Facebook that there's a teaser trailer. I didn't watch it, but
I didn't watch it either. But Rick Grimes is back.
Rick Grimes in it.
I'll watch that. I'll go. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't watched any of this season. I need to go back and start, but
I mean, the thing is, right? The TV show, the episodes are like 50 minutes to an hour long, right? Mm-hmm. So that's 2 episodes is basically a movie.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like sometimes the episodes drag a bit.
Yeah.
So if they're forced to sort of compress it and cut out the crap, then I reckon it could be pretty good for the show / movie.
I know you're a big Tom Cruise fan. Did the Top Gun stuff do anything for you?
No, I didn't even watch it.
Okay. Sounds like you did a lot this weekend, I guess. A lot of nothing. So, what was the other thing? Oh, man. Dude, Kevin Smith coming back with Jay and Silent Bob's reboot. And I love Jay and Silent Bob. Like, I love those two.
Yeah?
And
do you like Clerks too?
I love Clerks too. Clerks too.
I'm a bit iffy on it.
Really?
Clerks 1, brilliant, fantastic.
Oh, but Clerks 1 was fantastic. Clerks 1 was fantastic. But Clerks, I love that. Chasing Amy, Mallrats. But Clerks 2, I love Clerks 2 because I feel like when he tells these stories, like the Clerks movies, it's kind of where he is in life.
Yeah.
And because him and I are similar ages, it at that point, Clerks 2 just really related to me in my life. And it made a lot of sense to me in my mind. I was kind of in the same place as him when that happened, when that movie came out. So, mentally is what I mean by that. And so it spoke to me a little bit more than most, I think. But I loved it. I thought it was funny as hell. So, the last couple of movies he's done, Yoga Hosers and the one with the walrus, I don't know. They weren't that great. They were just like, whatever. He got a little weird. But this one, dude, I'm excited for this one. I can't wait. And he's got, dude, such a star-studded cast. Like, he's got all kinds of celebrities in it and people coming back from the old movies and stuff. Ben Affleck makes a cameo in it, which
that's cool.
Gets me excited. I love Ben Affleck. So anyway, and then I don't know if you saw the Picard trailer.
No.
Oh my God!
I'm not into Star Trek. Man.
I know, but come on, man. Patrick Stewart. How do you not like Patrick Stewart?
I like him. I'm not saying he's bad. But
I'm not a fan of that Star Trek. I'm a fan of the original cast. So when I saw that, though, I was like, I thought it was really cool. It looked pretty awesome. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that came out that was announced that was pretty big. DC Universe Online is coming next month to Switch, which that has me excited.
It's free to play, right?
It's free to play. Yep, it's free to play.
Yeah,
MMO. Okay. But if you buy it or if you pay monthly, it like unlocks all the DLC and everything. And there's a lot of DLC. They've done a lot of stuff for that. I bought Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah, dude. Let me know how that is because I was tempted to get that for the co-op to play it with Karina.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll let you know. Miguel messaged me yesterday and was like, "I want to play a little bit with you," but I was so tied up with the final fest. The final Splatfest was yesterday, or for the past 3 days. I don't even know who won. I should probably turn it on. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn it on real quick, see who won.
Live update.
We'll do it. I'll get to it in a second. But anyway, why don't do you want to start with your topic and then we'll go to mine?
Yeah, all right. So my topic is Mario Maker 2 has a lot of different level styles that people create. So you have levels based on other games, you have one-screen puzzles, really difficult challenges, more traditional levels. So I wanted to know sort of what is your favourite type of Mario Maker 2 level to play / watch, not necessarily play, but stuff on YouTube is good to watch. So what is your favourite type of level?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the level. right now that I love. There's a level out there that's Metroid. When I tell you, I don't know how the hell this guy made this, but it's Metroid 1. It's the final Mother Brain level, and you go down, you work your way down, you fight quasi Mother Brain, and then once you beat her, you have to escape, and then you get on the ship. It's kind of Super Metroid. You go down, you fight Mother Brain, you beat her, you go back, you have to work your way back out of the world, get back up top, get in the ship, and then take off. It is brilliant. I have no clue how the hell they did it. I can't, I played it through, loved it, thought it was fantastic. I'm loving, I guess I would say I would love the homages to old levels, because that and the Ocarina, the Deku tree, I thought that was another fantastic.
The Zelda dungeons.
Oh my god, dude. They're killing it with these things. Have you seen the Super Mario 64 level that's based on the slide in the ice, Cool Mountain slide? Yeah. I didn't see that one.
It's because it's got the music from that basically in Mario Maker. So it's so clever the way people do stuff like that.
It has been so. The one thing I will say is I'm kind of out of Mario Maker. I'm not gonna lie. I've kind of moved on. A couple of games. Dragon Quest Builders came into my life, and that's kind of pulled me out of anything. But I will say this. Going into Mario Maker, you know this, I was not hyped up. I was not ready for it. I didn't care for it. I felt it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
The one thing that got me hyped up, I think, is absolute trash, and that's the playing together. The lag on it is atrocious.
You know what? I did some co-op level creating with Mike.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so that was really weird, but cool. It forces you to use the JoyCons. It's awful.
Oh, yeah.
You have one Joy-Con each.
Yeah, that's just horrible.
But yeah, that was pretty interesting though, and you can test the level together and all that. You got an update on Splatoon?
Okay, so here's where it is. It was Chaos versus Order. Yeah. This was the final one. This was going to, I guess, push the narrative for the next game. Or the way that Splatoon and everything will kind of look, or whatever. So the votes are in. Popularity: 58% people picked Chaos, 41% picked Order.
Man,
so it's it's close. It's close.
Very close.
So here we go. Now we got the next vote is the clout. Let's see which team got the most clout. Informal and pro matches. So we got in clout in normal mode. It is in normal clout 51% won matches.
Whoa.
In pro, dude, 50.34%.
Whoa, that's so pro. Even.
Chaos has won. So Chaos wins it all 3-0. That is crazy.
That's cool, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Votes normal, pro, and I'm telling you that I have never in my life seen the results this close in a Splatfest. This is super close, man. 50.34%, 51.39%. That's crazy. That's just. It's amazing. So anyway, I was on Team Chaos. We won.
Of course.
And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. But it was really fun. What they did was they took, for Splatfest, what they did was they took and made these special levels.
Yeah.
Called Shifty Station. And so every month you got a special, but they never put them out in the regular matches. They were just specifically made for that. So once a month, they took all, I guess 12 or however many there was, however many Splatfests they took them all and intermixed them in. So you were playing them at different times. And the Splatfest went for 3 days. Now, the fun begins. Because now we can create our own Splatfests. And that's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. So,
dude, that's sick.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty amazing. Right, I'm done with them. I'm done with the girls. Stop talking. Okay, so ultimately, again, going back, I feel like the levels that are, homages to history get me the most excited. They're the ones that...
How about the twists on classic 1-1 levels?
Those I don't like. Like the one with the fire bars that just went up this week. Like, why? Who wants to play that? Who?
People like a challenge.
That's not a challenge. That's just ridiculous. That's just no. Nobody wants that in their life. Nobody asks for that. Nobody wants it. Nobody cares. I saw that today and I was just like, why? Why would somebody do that?
Why is it trending if nobody cares?
Because people are just they're gluttons for punishment.
Yeah,
and I don't understand it. But whatever. Anyway.
So talking of gluttons for punishment, right? Mm-hmm. My favourite sort of levels to watch on YouTube are troll levels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you make troll levels all the time.
No, there's not in the way that you think,
do.
Right?
Stop it. Yes, you do.
So I want to shout out this guy called DGR. He's quite a popular Mario Maker streamer / YouTuber. And he has a series called Trolled. And he plays through levels that are designed specifically to troll the player. But he wants to show that you can have fun playing those levels and not just get wound up and annoyed like you do, Bobby.
Yeah, no kidding.
So he plays these really creative levels that a lot of these trolls are not necessarily designed to kill you in every possible crazy way. They're kind of like, you've got to figure out the correct puzzle / route through the level, and there's a lot of like red herrings, and you can get like locked into a kill room where you're forced to kill yourself, so you don't, because when you click start again, you go back to the start level. But if you get a checkpoint, then you don't want to do that because you'll go back to the start instead of starting at the checkpoint. So they're clever enough to put like spikes and stuff in areas where you can get stuck, and it's just so like clever, like how they manipulate the mechanics of the game to force players to move in ways that are unexpected. A lot of it is changing your expectations. So like you're expecting to be killed by spikes that are on the floor, but if you put them just below a semi-solid platform or a mushroom block, then you can just walk across the top of them spikes and it won't hurt you. Mm-hmm. So there's lots of like clever ways of doing stuff like that are just really, really, really interesting to me. And earlier on, I mentioned that Mike is going to be getting his comeuppance. So I have started designing a real troll level that is designed to troll you, specifically Mike. So we will see. We'll see how Mike reacts to that.
I think that, well, first off, you are not a good level designer. So
I am. But when it comes to this troll level, I am quite a genius. An evil genius, we might say.
Okay. So you're not good at designing levels. So that's number one. Number two...
Bobby,
Toby,
you can't just say that. You can't just say you're not good.
I have facts. You're okay. I won't say that you're not good. Okay, you're horrible. And the thing is that you can just try to make a good level, and it's an absolute troll level. So that's not what like. I don't feel like. I feel like you are just
idea.
being. Yeah, what?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, I do. I absolutely do.
Give me an example.
The 2 levels you made for me on the Mario Maker 1.
We're not talking about Mario Maker 1, but we're talking about
I'm sure your skills haven't gotten any better.
This is clean slate.
Yeah, okay, I got your clean slate. Anyway. All right, so let's jump into, we'll jump over to my topic now. So this question came to me because we're now halfway, we're officially beyond the halfway point of 2019. And I feel like as in 2018, Nintendo didn't really front load their year with games, but the back end of the year is insane with games. And I'm just wondering, A, are you okay with this, the way that they're doing things? And B, how are you planning on progressing through this year? Like, what games are on your radar? Like, are you finding it? Like, you're just saying to yourself, like, I don't know where I'm going to find time. Do you have a game plan in your mind of what you're going to do? That's what I was basically looking for.
So, I do prefer them to spread the releases out a bit more. Like you say, earlier in the year, not too much going on. So sometimes that can work in a benefit, though. Like, if you've got a backlog, then that gives you a chance to catch up a bit.
Yeah.
But when they put all the good games at the end of the year, then you're going to start the next year with an even bigger backlog. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it kind of forces you to pick specific games that you're going to play. So, because obviously, we're all busy. We haven't got time to play everything. We haven't got money to buy everything. So, I am going to pick the games that I think I will enjoy the most, and games that I'm on the fence about that I might have bought had they been released earlier in the year, like Fire Emblem. I'm probably just going to ignore for now, unless there's another slow. Unless it's slow again next year, then I'll probably consider picking it up.
Wow, but that surprises me because you're a big fan of that series and that style of game.
I love turn-based strategy games and grid-based strategy games. But I just feel like they're so big, and I have been a little bit on the fence about this one, specifically just the way it looks and the like Hogwarts Academy like training, all of that stuff.
That's the thing. It's your Harry Potter, man. It's your wheelhouse.
But anyway,
you look like Harry. Harry, you look like Harry.
No, I do not. Just because I've got glasses doesn't mean I look like Harry. Well, I do have a scar on my eyebrow. It's not quite in the shape of a lightning bolt, but,
I'm telling you.
So I'm gonna definitely get Luigi's Mansion 3.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to be a very long game. It's going to be beatable. It's going to be fun, and I can move on from it. So the only other big release I'm probably going to consider, other than obviously getting Zelda, guaranteed getting Zelda, but is probably Dragon Quest 11S.
That's what I'm saying, man. There's so many games.
Yeah, so that's going to be like an 80-hour game probably. So again, I'm probably never going to finish it. I've probably accepted that by now, but it is something that I can just keep playing in the background, like you're doing with Dragon Quest Builders. Like, whenever you get a chance, just nip into it. So I'm hoping that it's got one of those catch-up features. I've not researched this, but some RPGs, when you come back to them, they give you a little bit of a synopsis of what's been going on. So if you leave it a little while, then you come back, then you get reminded. So I'm hoping it's got that feature. But,
so okay, let me just throw a couple at you then. So Daemon X Machina, nothing.
Nothing. Zero emotion towards
Astral Chain, nothing.
I think it looks really cool, but again, I don't think I'm gonna have time for it this year. So maybe that'll be an early next year game.
And you're not a Pokemon fan?
No. I think I've just given up on Pokemon.
What about is there other games like third party that have you excited at all, or no? Not
really. Maybe a few indie games, but
see, I look at this year and I just go, how the hell do I get through the end of this year? Like, I just bought Marvel Alliance, right?
Yeah.
I basically set Mario Maker aside. I didn't finish the story mode. I didn't do any, but I'm like, I don't have time. Dragon Quest Builders 2 has literally just eaten up my time. It took me all of last weekend, pretty much, and a little bit of the beginning of the week, to beat the first island. Then, like a dummy, wasn't even thinking, I went to the second island. Because there's a main island where you can spend time taking everything you learned from the first one and implementing into the second. Now I've gone into the second island, I'm like, oh my god, dude, now I have even more stuff to do when I go back to the island. So, but it's got me so roped in, and I'm like, but then next week, this baseball game that I've been wanting to come to Switch is now coming to Switch, and I'm like all roped up on that. I've been ignoring Fortnite crazy, and that season's about to end, so I have to jump back in and try to get as far as I can with my battle pass because I'm at level 70 and I want to get to the end. I want to unlock the final characters and stuff, and it's like just nuts what's going on right now. DC Universe Online, like I talked about earlier, I love that game, and I want to play it, and I want to get a group of people together and play it and like really deep dive with it, and has me a little nervous. Like, how am I going to do all this? And then I'm buying Fire Emblem next week, and I'm like, what the hell am I? Why am I buying Fire Emblem? But I'm like, I'm buying it because I love the Fire Emblem series, and I liked Awakening, I loved Fates, and I'm going to love Harry Potter. I just, that's what I want in my life. Astral Chain, another one. Daemon X Machina, that doesn't really do anything for me. I
feel sorry for that game.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for that game. I said it before, this is like ARMS all over again. They should have pushed this game to early 2020 because there's going to be nothing to play then. Yeah. And the crazy thing, too, is this is the other reason why I brought this up, is normally, right, like this window we're in right now, historically, there's no games in the summertime. Games don't sell well in the summertime. And this year, it's like, no, we're gonna put everything out in the summer. And it's like, I wish I was a high school kid again, because I'd be in my glory right now.
Yeah,
I'd be like going through playing games like a madman. But I just, as an adult, I don't have the time, and it's killing me because I'm like, there's so much stuff I want to do, and I'm just like, I can't, and I need to take a vacation so I can just get home and play and just enjoy my time with it and stuff. But I'm actually, it's the first time in my life I can actually say my backlog has actually scared me. Normally, I'm just like, whatever, it ain't a big deal. But this is just nuts. This is nuts. But Zelda, another one. Like, I'm buying that day one. I'm going to play. But Zelda, I don't think is a long game. I think I could probably beat Zelda in a weekend.
Yeah, I agree.
And same thing with Luigi's Mansion. I could probably beat it in a weekend. No big deal. But I wish Nintendo would somehow fix their strategy to go, because here's the thing, I thought about it the other day. Thank God they delayed Animal Crossing. Because for me, I would have had no time to play it. I mean, I would have played it, but I would have never played any of these other games. So by them pushing it, it really, to me, is a better thing for me. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But this is just crazy.
I'm thinking about getting Resident Evil 4 on Switch.
Oh my God.
But it was on sale the other day, but it was still way overpriced.
They're all overpriced.
Yeah.
$30 a piece is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I want to get Dream Daddy. Like, that's what I want to get. I want to get it and stream it. People have been asking me to.
Yeah.
I still haven't got around to that. There's a Twitter handle out there called Dream Daddy Bobby.
Yeah.
Because people want me to play. I might have to do it.
Yeah, I think you should.
So that's where we're at with that. So, real quick, we got our From Out of the Green Pipe, and these are really good topics.
It's so warm in here, boy. I'm sweating.
Stop it. Would you stop it? You only got a little bit left. Just relax. So, we could probably pick one of these, because these are pretty, we could spend some time on these. Which one of the three interests you the most?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's do them all, because I think we could just spend a little bit of time.
Well, you're over there crying, and I just didn't want to upset you any more than I.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking that I don't think any of these we can get 10 minutes out of. So let's just.
Okay, yeah. I think we could, but whatever. Okay, so what are your thoughts about the drifting JoyCons? This has been something that's popped up big time lately, and
it's really weird, man. Because the first time I heard of it was like a week ago, and that day that I heard about it was like, apparently people have been experiencing this for ages.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like every other YouTube video is talking about it. So it's suddenly just come to the surface out of nowhere, and everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
So, however, it has been a problem for months for a lot of people. I've not experienced it myself. I know exactly what they're talking about, because sometimes in games when you start a game and you've not let the analog stick reset. It will have its neutral position off to the side, and that's kind of what's going on, but you're not actually touching it to make it do that. So that would really frustrate me. I will say that people are getting really, really upset about it for not too much of a problem, because Nintendo will fix it.
Yeah.
The only thing they're asking for is you to pay postage. And alright, I get that why that winds people up, because it's Nintendo's issue, like they've sold you a faulty product.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's £4.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a huge amount of money. So people are getting really upset about that. I think they're kind of blowing it out of proportion a little bit.
Wait, is that really what it is? Is that the... I thought it was...
That's what I've seen.
I thought they were saying that they weren't paying anything at all. Nintendo was refusing to pay anything at all, but that's not the case.
Well, if it's under warranty, you can send your Joy-Con, they'll repair it and send it back to you, but you've got to pay the postage.
Big deal. Big deal. You can
mean,
only send in one, right? You're not sending both Joy-Cons. It's just the one that's doing it, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I thought it was the left that was just doing it, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know, but...
Okay. That's
but there's a flipping... Some law firm is suing Nintendo.
Well, they're not suing them. They're investigating.
Well, all right, they're investigating, but it could turn into a lawsuit.
Yeah, but Nintendo's pretty good with that stuff, and they typically win more lawsuits than they lose. So, and in this situation, because where I think that it's going to get tossed out is they are doing something. If they were doing absolutely nothing at all, then I think you got a problem. But I don't know. I know that there's some people that said that they've gone through numerous Joy-Cons. Some people said they've repaired them on their own, and it's taken numerous times. We did a poll on If We Ran Nintendo, and Nintendo Life also did one. Nintendo Life had 2,000 votes. 50% of the people said that they had a drift problem.
That's quite a lot of people.
Yeah, we did the poll on If We Ran Nintendo, and at the time when I checked it, there was 80 votes and 50% where they had drift. So
interesting.
It's nuts when you think about it. Like, so if you figure if that's the going trend, that 50% of users are having problems. The thing that I was saying to Sean during If We Ran Nintendo was, I got multiple Joy-Cons, and I don't have the issues on any of them. So it's real. I don't know.
I wonder if that's just because you play with your Pro controller more than you do in handheld.
Possibly. But the other thing I said to Sean that I brought up to Sean was, could it be, because it seems like the people that are the biggest people, I don't want to say complaints, because that's not, it is a complaint, but it's not, I don't want to make it sound like they're crying or anything like that, but the people that are bringing up the issue the most, that's probably the better word, or term, those people seem to be Smash players. And I'm wondering, and I said this to Sean, I wonder if it's just because of the violence that Smash creates with the controllers. Like those
people going ham.
Well, yeah, and those analog sticks on the Joy-Cons are small.
Yeah,
so,
and they don't lean all the way.
No,
you can lean them, but they don't go all the way like a Pro controller will.
Exactly. So I'm wondering if that's part of the issue, because remember when they put out, and Sean brought this up. Remember when Smash went to 3DS and all them broken 3DSs were happening?
Yeah,
because of people being and I didn't have a problem then either. I did play Smash, but I'm more casual Smash fan.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's part of the problem. Not saying that hey, because I play Smash. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that, that could be the catalyst that Nintendo didn't see coming, and maybe they need to take a look at their controllers to fix them moving forward.
It is annoying that it's such an expensive thing. Like, a couple of the Joy-Cons is like £70 in the UK, and
dude, yeah, they're $80 here, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, I would be annoyed if mine was having drift, just because of that fact. So.
No kidding. Okay, so how do you feel about the announcement of the new Switch, the one that is now extending the battery life, almost doubling the battery life?
I don't know if I've ever, maybe once or twice, I've been playing in handheld mode, and I've had to turn it off because the battery's going to run out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say like 95, 96% of the time, my battery never dies. Like by the time I finish playing, it's back in the dock.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm not. I don't feel robbed because like if I'd waited, I would have got a better battery. You know, because I've had all this time to play these amazing games and all of that. Like it's not like I would have rather waited to get this, and it's not even like it's got extra processing power or anything. It's just an extra battery. Like, it's not a big deal. Like,
it doesn't affect me at all.
It's not worth upgrading.
I'm not upgrading for a battery. Yeah. Not for a battery. You know what I mean? Like, if it was a special edition Switch, and it just so happened to be that version, okay.
Yeah.
I might look at it and buy it. You know, if they put out an Animal Crossing Switch and that was the version that got it, okay, I'm in. Like, sign me up. But, like, otherwise, no. I'm more interested right now in the Switch Lite for my handheld version. So we'll see.
Do you think this puts the Switch Pro in sort of a funny place? Like,
people were saying that they felt like this was the Switch. Like Sean said that to me. It was like, this is the Switch Pro. And I'm like, no, that's not what people were saying. The Switch Pro was supposed to be like an upgrade. Like everything was supposed to be more powerful. A bigger bezel, or a smaller bezel, whatever. Like, all that stuff was supposed to be part of the Switch Pro.
I mean, this
is not a Pro version. This is just an upgrade to the battery.
Yeah. There's no way anyone could look at this and think, oh, this is a Pro version of the Switch.
Because here's the thing, this is what I feel. If it was a Pro version of the Switch, this SKU would not disappear.
Yeah.
Like, this SKU is being replaced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what I would say is, if there's a Pro version in my mind, I'm thinking there's going to be 3 SKUs. There's going to be one for the Pro, that's probably whatever price it is, one for the normal Switch that we have now, and then one for the Mini. And that's, at least in my mind, what I'm thinking. And if that's the case, then that we don't have that here. This SKU is going to eventually replace the old one. Nintendo has put out the numbers on the serial number, and they're like, look for this serial number when you buy your Switch, and that'll tell you which battery you have. So it's, I think we're in an area where I don't think this affects the Pro at all.
Yeah.
So, okay, so then the final question we have is, with what looks to be the death of the 3DS, like it looks like we're dead, like it's DOA now, and it's long going to be forgotten. And then the announcement of the Switch Lite. Do you think we will ever see the return to a strictly handheld console from Nintendo?
I think we might see something like a Nintendo phone.
Okay.
That is basically an Android phone, but made by Nintendo that, some incentive to do with their mobile games. Yeah. Like they might start producing more mobile games or whatever, make some exclusive to the Nintendo phone or whatever. Like, I don't know, but like actually having a strictly handheld only device kind of seems weird now that the Switch Lite is here. Like, because that is a handheld. That's like handheld only. So why would they create another device that does the same thing? Like, I don't know. Like, how could it have to be quite different to the Switch Lite?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like the 3DS was a predominantly just a handheld thing that did its own thing.
I mean, it had dual screens. Yeah. That's the difference.
Yeah.
But I don't think, unless they go to like, this has got 8 screens.
Yeah.
Or this is like some weird curvy thing, or I don't know. Like, I can't really see into the future there, but I feel like the Switch Lite, if it takes off, then that could just become its own range of handheld consoles,
I agree. Okay, so real quickly before we wrap up, is there anything new you're playing this week, or anything you want to talk about?
Played a board game. I've got it right here. Hang on. It's called Zombies.
Oh boy.
And it's a procedurally generated board game. You have these little tiles that make up a city, and then you play as survivors.
So that is all. Thank you guys for. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
At every turn, you put a new tile of the city down, and it expands the city, and then you put depending on how many road exits there are to that tile, you put that amount of zombies down. But if it's like a building, then it might say there are 6 zombies in this building, so you put them down, and then you've got health tokens and bullet tokens. And the idea is to go around surviving, collecting the health, collecting the bullets, killing the zombies, and then in the bottom half of the deck, there's a helipad. And when that card comes out, you've got to try and reach the center square of that tile to kill the zombie there and escape on your helicopter, and that's how you win the game. And it's pretty fun. We played it last week, and we might be playing it again this weekend, not sure. But it's inspired me to try and come up with my own similar sort of game based on the Resident Evil franchise. So, yeah, hopefully that will go somewhere, but
we'll see. I wanted to talk about real quickly this game that was given to me this week. It's Rise Race the Future. It's a racing game for the Switch. I think if you're a racing fan, a racing simulator fan, you will enjoy this game thoroughly. They do something very unique with this game. And what it is on the track that you're racing, it has different terrain. So you could be racing on asphalt, and then it switches to dirt, and then it could switch to water. And when it switches to water, your tires kind of like open up a little bit like a hovercraft, and you're still in the car, but you're like the mechanics of the game or the car are definitely different. Like you're a little bit more floaty when you're on the water against when you're on the dirt, and the dirt you're more floaty than on the asphalt, and it's just really cool to play this game. It reminds me a little bit of F-Zero, in terms, or what an F-Zero game today might be like. But it's also like you're racing, you're not just like slamming into people because it'll spin you out. So you have to be very delicate about how you pass cars and what you do. You can put the bumper to them and spin them. They got 3 different modes. They got a time trial mode. They got a challenge mode where they put a challenge ahead of you, and then they just have a championship mode. And it is a lot of fun. I think that if people can get their hands on it, definitely go do it. Go check it out. It'll be on the eShop this week. It's up for sale. And I think it's $15. It's for the price, it's unbelievable. It runs 60 frames handheld and on TV. Really, really good game. Really, really good game. So
awesome.
Again, it's called Rise Race the Future. So go check that out when you get a chance.
Dude, that gives me it makes me think of Excite Truck on the Wii.
Yeah.
Dude, like I love those sort of crazy racing games that you've got all these different terrain and stuff, and it affects the way you drive. Like, yeah.
So that is all. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Nintendo Talk. Me and Toby truly appreciate all the support and the love that you guys give us each and every week. Thank you for that. You can follow Toby over on Twitter at Toby's_take. You can follow me at Nintendo Gurus. So that is it. That is all. Peace out, Preston.
Enjoy yourself. Play some board games.
And be thoroughly bored. Test your mic a little bit there for me.
Yeah, I mean, I can talk about anything really. I mean, I like to collect seashells. Sometimes I go across to the beach and pick up some dirty, broken shells and put them in a bag.
Do you collect seashells by the seashore?
Occasionally, yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes it's just away from the seashore, like up the road.
Okay. Well, because you live in a posh neighborhood.
Yeah, and people put seashells on their driveway.
Did you steal them?
Walk up their driveway and just pick up their seashells. It's like, ooh, a seashell. Ooh, a seashell. Ooh, a seashell. And I just put them in my pockets. And then the bad thing about that is sometimes you get grit in your pockets. And then, you know, when you put your hand in and it's all gritty, and then you turn your pocket inside out and you got all the bits of fluff and grit. And it's just, it's horrid. Yeah, it's not good. So...
I'm sorry I asked that question. Okay. Okay, okay, I guess we can jump into this, right? Now that that's out of the way. Okay. Tough. There's a dude outside my window.
Yeah? Creeping through your window, is he? Is it Miguel?
No.
Is he fapping?
He's cleaning the gutters out of the neighbor's house.
He's
like climbing up. The guy had weeds, like bushes growing out of the gutters.
Oh, yeah.
So
we've all been there.
Yeah, so the guy's up there with a ladder pulling them all out. Anyway. Okay, so... Episode 91... Here we go. I was going to make coffee and I didn't.
Same here.
Now I'm regretting it. Life's decisions we make that we just regret later. Can you do me a favor? Can you turn that PlayStation mug around?
Oh, you son of a bitch. Tell you what, I'll just put a little rubber controller there instead.
There you go. Get the papers out of there. What the hell, Toby?
I know, man. Well, this has been hidden by the mug.
Clean your mess, man. You're such a slob. Yeah, put Link over there. That would have been better the whole time. That would have been better if you'd have done that the whole time.
It was stuck behind my fat head, wasn't it, Bobby?
Yeah, exactly. The good thing is out there. You got that garbage PlayStation stuff out there. What's wrong with you? You ready to record?
Yeah.
Okay then. Let me see here. Let me just lower that down just a little bit. Like my shirt, Toby?
I love your shirt, Bobby. I don't love it that much.
No, stop. You know, you're just... Okay, here we go. Here we go. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to episode... I had it and I forgot the number that I was on. Okay.
91.
I know, I forgot it. I was thinking 191. Then I was like, no, that's not that. We're not that high.
No, man.
Well, you know, I'd like to do a count. I'm going to do a count how many episodes you and I have done together.
All right.
Because we probably crush everybody. You know what I mean? Like, we got so many that we've done. It's like, what, 4 years? 4 years of podcasting together? It's a long time, man. I don't know how you put up with me that long.
Well,
don't say nothing. Don't say. Don't even go there.
Oh man.
Okay, here we go. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to episode 91 of Nintendo Talk.